Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. This is episode 54, and today I just want to start things off with a bit of an announcement. This weekend, I'm going to be at the Insomnia Games Festival in Birmingham. I'm going to I-62. This isn't something that I've announced yet. It was all arranged very last minute, but I'm going to be there, and I'm very, very excited for it. I think I've been to the past 4, I do believe. Every single one of them I've really, really enjoyed. There's lots of awesome gaming companies there, lots of awesome things to look at, so if you aren't going, I would suggest going, maybe to this one, but definitely the next one. And if you are going, look out for me. I'm going to be wandering around the convention hall, and also I'm going to be doing a few meet and greets at the Chillblast stand, so make sure to keep your eye out. The next thing that I just quickly want to mention is that the camper van is now also back up and running. It is running so smoothly. I actually travelled about 150 miles in both directions, so 150 miles there, 150 miles back to get a burger yesterday. A, because I love driving the camper van, and B, because the burger looks so good, and it was a very good burger. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you will have seen it. It's a wonderful looking thing, isn't it? But anyway, the plan for today's Hermitcraft episode is to construct the thing that we partially designed in the previous episode of Hermitcraft. This is the ridiculous mob farm that we modified from this design over here by Ilmango, which is a fantastic design, super practical, super reliable. I'll put a link to it down in the description, but the issue is it's centralized around 1 block and our base is centralized around 2 blocks because I'm a total spoon and don't think things through. So this is the design that we've had to create. It uses a lot more dispensers, but hopefully it should work just as well, and it will look really cool on the inside of our base. So I guess the first thing that I've got to do is build this, and I've just thought, is it gonna fit? I don't know. Yes, I think you'll find the answer is yes. I always forget how massive this place is. So the first little project is to gather a whole bunch of magma blocks to use on the killing station, or the killing area, where they're going to be falling to, because this uses both fall damage and also the burning damage that I just so ably demonstrated right there to actually kill off all of the mobs. I'm just waiting for this guy to notice me. He doesn't. Oh, he got me! Now that I've got enough magma blocks to make a Mordor, I have to get a whole bunch of string for all of these dispensers, and I believe that Iskal has actually got a spider farm. Hello?
What? Why don't you have a hat, man?
Yeah, I think I might have just got blown up by a ghast on the way to yours.
Oh, it got destroyed?
Yeah, I think, well, it's been Curse of Binding. It's been stuck on my head for like the past couple months, so I'm quite happy.
Oh, it was disgusting.
Yeah, it was a horrible one. One thing that I thought I'd ask.
Okay.
What's happened
yeah,
to... What's happened to him?
I know, dude. Senor Bumbo Cactona is ill. I don't know if you saw the prank that Izuma did on me.
No. I haven't seen this.
He built these Endermen and put diorite blocks everywhere in my base, and then he turned our dear Bumbo Cactona into diorite, into bird poop.
Oh right.
And
oh gosh. What a horrendous thing to do.
He's ill now. It's like we've peeled his skin off. I had to do it.
That's horrible. That is actually horrendous.
I had to though, man. Like, I couldn't let him have diorite infested skin there.
No. So you've flared him. Basically,
yeah, exactly.
That is horrendous. That is a horrible, disgusting thing to do.
What?
And how are we going to make merch sales now? You know, we've got Cactus Jack,
I don't know.
the magnetic, what was it? The solar powered waving dashboard. Lovely goodness. Sales are going to plummet. Sales are going to plummet.
Yeah.
We're going to be on the streets.
Cactoni. Skin ripped off Cactoni.
That's
hashtag.
Horrible. Anyway, I need the string.
Dude,
the string.
Yeah, before that, I want to show you one thing.
Okay.
One good thing came out of this prank.
Right.
Believe it or not, like, Izuma pranked me with 10 shulker boxes worth of diorite.
Really? So what?
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Yeah, so what have you done with it?
Here's what I've done. You know how you have the derp counter?
Yeah.
The spoon counter, and Izuma has the derp counter?
Yeah.
I have the diorite burnt counter.
That's epic. That's so good. Wow, this place is amazing, by the way. This is so cool.
It's a work in progress. But yeah, thanks, man.
Awesome. That's so cool.
I shall get you your string, man. I shall get you your string.
All right. So have you got a string farm? Have you got like a string farm?
Yes. Yeah. I got 2 string farms actually. To the string mobile.
You're so ridiculous. Like,
I'm sorry, dude. I'm in a joking mood today.
a daft mood.
Daft mood. Listen to that English. Oh, he's in a daft mood.
Daft mood. He's got the daft mood. Right, are we in the right place? I never know how your base confuses the heck out of me. Oh, it's a jewel.
So I got two spawners. It was actually a triple. I had to destroy the third. It was right here.
Right. Okay.
But I had to destroy it. But also, check this out. This is crazy.
Right.
You know how I have a creeper only farm?
Yeah.
It's creeper and spider. So.
Oh right, of course, yeah.
String.
Okay. Oh well, that's brilliant because I'm in the process of building a mob farm and I need like quite a lot of dispensers. So if you don't mind me just taking like a whole bunch of string.
Oh, you can take all of it. Do you have Schalke boxes with you? Or do
no,
you
as per usual, I don't.
As per usual. Okay, so come here then. Come here and get some ready packed string instead. If you go back.
All right. Okay.
Goodness, he lost it. There he is. There
no,
he is.
I'm struggling here. I'm struggling up the block.
I saw gunpowder traveling through. The mob farm is probably on at the moment. I thought I shut it off. That's interesting.
Maybe.
I do have. Oh wow, I'm actually quite low because I've turned it all into. Wool.
Into wool, yeah. Well, that's perfect. This should be more than enough. This is perfect. I was a little bit worried that I was going to have to go out like spider killing for like 6 hours. So you really have you have helped me out big time here.
I help you out as always. Can I just ask what the crap is that on my floor, Mumbo?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you poop that out?
There's nothing that I can do. I can only.
I'll take these. I'll take these.
All right. Okay. That can be the payment. Just a top tip for anyone who wants to build things with magma blocks, if you stand on the edge of them like this, you don't actually get burnt. Now I know this isn't intended behaviour, but it's extremely useful. Apparently you also don't take damage if you hold down the shift button. This is something that I didn't realise, but is also incredibly useful. And this should just about do it for our magma block platform. So there we go. This is the size of the magma block platform, and if you pop off the edge we should see just how this thing is going to look in the center, and the answer is very cool. I was not expecting that to look cool. I thought it was going to look really ugly, but it looks cool. Awesome. Okay, so that is where the mobs are going to be landing. That hole in the center is where the drops are going to be falling, and the best part about this is that the drops fall perfectly within this area here, which means that they're just going to fall straight into our water streams and they're going to connect up to the item transportation system. Okay, next up what we have to do is craft a lot of dispensers because we need to place those in around the outside, and then we need to get a lot of iron, I've just realised, because we need to put a water bucket in every single one of those dispensers. That's going to be huge. The other thing about dispensers is you need a whole bunch of materials to get them. I mean, I've just gone out and gathered up a bunch of wood. That should hopefully be enough to do the full set. We need a ton of cobblestone for them. We need all the string, the redstone. I think they need changing. Things are coming together pretty nicely now. We've got all of the dispensers in. Finally, we managed to craft up all of those. And I'm just in the process of placing in the redstone line, which makes its way around the outside. Now, as far as colour scheme is concerned, I think I'm going to stick to what I've got going on here, which is dark prismarine and the stone slabs. And I have to say, already, I think this is a cool looking build. Now, as I said earlier on, to make the buckets, we need huge quantities of iron, and I cannot remember where I put the iron in the storage system. I thought it was in the miscellaneous end, but there's no iron over there. I don't think it would be there, maybe in the redstone section? I just don't know. I have, however, remembered that we do actually have the iron farm, that, as you can see, it's doing alright. I do feel like we need to improve this at some point, though. It has, however, occurred to me that I definitely don't need this much iron for all the buckets. I think I got a little bit overexcited when I was at the iron farm. Right, let's see how this goes. Very good. Absolutely wonderful. First class. Absolutely brilliant. And there we go, all of the water clears, so that is going to push all of the items that fall from the mobs into the center. Okay, so that is the killing station, all done and dusted. That's completely finished. Brilliant. And it looks cool, doesn't it? It looks really cool in here. Okay, I guess now we have to actually start with the main body of the mob farm. But the good news is my lasagna's just finished cooking. Now that my lasagna has been consumed, it is time to pick up some stone slabs, from the Y'all Eat Share Hermits area, which is one of my favourite places on the Hermitcraft server because I seem to use all of my stone very, very fast. And then I guess craft it all up into slabs and actually start work on constructing the mob spawner. You know what? I think I should probably do it in the form of a third-person time-lapse. I imagine that's going to be really satisfying to watch. And that, my friends, is that. Now, I do realise I ran out of memory towards the end of that time-lapse, so I kind of missed the last one being built. But this is it. It's a very, very tall structure. Extremely tall, and I was a little bit worried that it would look stupid inside this area. I thought it would look really, really daft just kind of standing up like that. But I have to say, it really doesn't. It looks mega. Like, it looks awesome. I think the fact that it's a diamond design has really, really helped here. And if we just take a look at this thing, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It looks especially cool when you can actually see all of the sugarcane farms around it. I think that really helps it out. Awesome. Okay, what a build. What an absolutely epic build. Now, of course, there is a whole bunch of stuff that we have to do still. We have to put in all of the dispensers down the middle, have to do all the redstone down the middle, we have to do the redstone on the top, and also the big platform on the top that is going to keep all of this in darkness, because right now it's not a particularly good mob spawner. But sadly, I have run out of time for today. So, well, as per usual, I'm going to go AFK in this area here, and I'm just going to see how much sugarcane can be produced by this area. It's probably going to be a lot. Except it was a total fail. I managed to turn off my computer, so we didn't get any extra sugarcane. And also, just as a side note, say goodbye to this thing. I'm not taking it down, but I think it might be disappearing over the next couple days. I wish there was an easy way to do this. That would be great. Anyway, as I'm sure you've guessed, the next thing that we've got to do is place in all of the dispensers going up the center of the mob farm, because right now we don't really have a mob farm, we just have a bunch of platforms, which isn't particularly exciting. So this is what the setup is currently looking like. So we've got a big 2x2 hole going right the way through the center, which is where all of the redstone is going to be going. Then we have the dispensers, and on top of dispensers, we've got the furnaces, which are removable objects to stop the slime blocks inside the redstone from just tearing down this entire contraption, because that wouldn't be particularly good, would it? So I've just run out of dark prismarine, but I just want to pop down to the bottom to see what this thing looks like now that we actually have a pillar on the inside, and the answer is wicked. It looks seriously cool. Okay, now it's beginning to get a little bit more substantial and actually starting to look like a build. Not from down here though, because you can't really see it. Now that the pillar is done from top to bottom, it is time to actually start work on the redstone, which is going to be controlling this thing. So what I'm going to do is build like a bit of a platform up at the top right here, smaller than the full-size platform that takes out all the light, because obviously we don't want any mobs spawning in here before we can switch it on. And that should be the stage for the redstone wiring that I still don't fully understand. And I've built it on the wrong level. Thankfully, only this layer before you start panicking. All of this seems to be okay. Okay, this could be a little bit more tricky to work on than I was expecting, due to the fact that it's already filled to the brim with mobs. We can't do anything. How am I meant to work with this? Also, I can't help but notice that things are surviving there. Should I be worried about that? Maybe. And as the sun sets over the Minecraft world once again, the redstone is coming together pretty nicely. I'm kind of following along his tutorial and also along with the world download to try my best to make this thing actually work. So I think I'm done as far as the top is concerned. The next thing that happens is we have got a redstone circuit which sends a signal right the way down to the bottom, which apparently is going to be out the back, which actually works for me, but with my design that I have right now down at the bottom there, I think the input is on this side, so we're just going to have to flip it over. No problem, but I honestly, I kind of understand what this does. We've just got some hopper clocks, and then we have some pulse extenders and some monostables, but I don't really understand what each part of the circuit actually controls. So this is going to be news to me. Hopefully it all functions. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Oh, and the sun's setting again. Now I must admit, it is a tiny bit frustrating that this redstone torch tower right here isn't going to be centralized throughout the farming district, but thankfully it's kind of hidden away inside this sugarcane, so hopefully it shouldn't be too noticeable. Anyway, I've got a lot of this to do. Now that that's done, it is time to do the actual inside of our pillar. So this is what's going to be controlling all of the dispensers, and it's going to involve a lot of slime blocks and also a lot of redstone as well. Each one powering each set of dispensers. Also, there's so many monsters inside here. Now, I don't know whether to build this from the top down or from the bottom up. I've just realized that it's gonna have to be from the top down because there is no way that I can think of in that I could place that. That's probably smart. Okay, and then the redstone and then the slime blocks. Okay, then up like this and okay. Okay. Oh. Yes. Okay, we're fine. I got scared then. I thought those were the dispensers and we built it all wrong. We're making some serious progress here. Now that we've done all that, we need to grab ourselves a whole ton of buckets and we are going to take those up throughout the farm and gradually fill in all of these dispensers with water. Now I'm wondering, would it be smart to potentially dump off some of these buckets here and actually craft up a few more stacks of empty buckets so that we can create infinite water sources while we're up there? I think that's probably a better idea. Yes, it would be smart. According to my calculations, I have enough buckets to do the entire farm right here. So let's go. If I can take off. Yeah, that's not very dramatic, is it? Now, I must say, the one thing about doing this is that traveling between the levels is extremely difficult. Right, okay, I've already done that one. No. No, I haven't done that one, but I might not have done the one before it. I have come up with a method, though. Walk right the way off to the edge, and then walk forwards. Yes, this is going to make life easier. We're about 3/4 of the way done. With all of the water buckets in, we now have to do something. I think I have to go right the way up to the top, and I have to power the redstone mechanism. I am so scared. I'm genuinely, absolutely horrified at this point in time, but I think I have to place in redstone block for a little while, and then remove it. And we should, fingers crossed, and it is looking good, we should have water all the way down to the Well, maybe give it another go. Maybe. Oh, sweet. Okay, this is the bad news. And it's something that I thought might happen, but just hoped wouldn't. Bud powering. So, this piston is bud powered. Okay, oh, I don't know how to fix it really, unless I replace these central sections with slabs and then run the redstone up. And we don't have immovable objects, we just have redstone there. And just hope that nothing spawns? I don't know if it's because I've played a lot of Minecraft today, but I just can't seem to work this out in my head. I don't know what to do. I've thought of something. Hopefully it functions as I expect it to. So I'm going to place in a bunch of regular pistons facing downwards next to the pistons, but not where the slime blocks are. I think this should work. This should definitely work. No, that idea is totally flawed. The dispensers kind of cover where the piston would have to go. We might have a problem. I don't know what to do. I'm just making noise. I think for the time being, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to have to call it a day. I have got 3 hours until this video is meant to go live. I haven't been able to fix it. So unfortunately, ladies and gents, that is all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, and as per usual, check out the latest film on the filming channel. Literally just released today. It's a good one.